Hey, welcome back to Sleeping Cemeteries. Today I'm at Lasher Cemetery in Perry County, Indiana. Having a lot of technical difficulties here trying to get this shot started. But as you can see, we got this really cool tree behind me, and got a lot of cool little stones. There's even some stones in the woods, in wooded areas beside us here. So let's get going. I'm going to do the first pan right over here to my right, and take our first pan of the cemetery. Alright, as you can see, we're really close to a road here, and it goes this way into the woods, and there's actually some stones like right over here. It goes down the hill. Those are the stones I'm going to hit first, and then we'll do the rest of the cemetery. Okay, the first stone over here into the wooded area. We start off with this beautiful stone here for Lucinda Miller. As you can notice, there's some stones here and here, her marker, some more stones, but we got another stone right over here, broken in half. This stone, Elizabeth, not sure last name. Got another large stone back here, and another large stone over here. But this stone right here is for Elizabeth. Beautiful weeping willow on top. And you know what? I think this might be two people. That's too frozen for me to move right now. Alright, now behind us, we got another stone right down over here. We're going to hit it next. It's also got a marker over here with the stone. Get around this tree here. I can't read that. It's a wife of somebody. J. Montakis? Something along those lines. And as you can see, we got the brush here. So let's get out to the main cemetery. And there's also some more stones at the base over there at the other end. So we'll catch those at the end. Okay, we're going to start off this cemetery. We're going to go left to right and try to hit them in rows. It's pretty structured out, so it's not very bad. First stone's here. Going to be a short little row. Starts right off here in front of me. Alright, first stone belongs to Catherine Adders Lasher. Followed by a Daniel B. Lasher. Alright, next stone here, Henry T. Lasher. Followed by another Lasher. On to the next row. Causing some dogs to cause a ruckus over here, so pardon the barking. First stone in row 2 belongs to not sure. Cunningham? Then Mary Cunningham. I got a gap here. Followed by this very warm stone here. I'm not 100% sure who it belongs to. Might be able to read that on there. I unfortunately can't. Moving on to this very worn little stone. To Nina Adders. Raylan Adders. William J. adders. Oda May adders. A base here to somebody, unfortunately. And then we have an adders stone for Elizabeth adders. Really cool. Check it out. I'm sure. Yeah, I figured as much. Samuel adders. Carline. Alright. That's it for that stone. Moving back to my left. Alright, first stone in this next row here belongs to Charles A. Cunningham. We've got this stone on the ground here. You can read it, so let's brush it off here. It's falling over. There you go. Wife of Michael Van Winkle. Alright, we got another little gap here. Next stone we've got here is for Daniel Weedman. And followed by Nancy Weedman. Delina Thomas, wife of Thomas Huff. Followed by a Nancy Weedman. Alright. Martha E. Huff. Another Martha, wife of Levi Jackson. Hiram Weedman. I really can't make out the name on that one. Maybe Nancy? Nancy Weedman. Unfortunate broken off stone here. And then we've got a large stone for Mr. George Weedman. I'm sure that his wife is associated with this stone. Let's take a look at the back. Oh, actually not. Just George Weedman. Wow. Man, he must have been like the head of the family or something. Alright, last stone in this row belongs to a Andrew E. Weedman. Beautiful stone. I do notice as well, after we shot Andrew's stone, I have a couple more stones right over here that we'll do before we hit the next row. Alright, just some stones together here. I'm not seeing any markings. And then that stone over there is bunched up with another couple stones. That actually has an AE on it. Yeah, just some stones throughout here. Interesting. On to the next row. First stone in this next row, son and daughter of Cunninghams, R.A. and J.W. The next. Alright, the next few stones, or the remainder of this row for the most part, are just stones. So I'm not sure who's buried there, but I'll encompass them in the next row here. Alright, and the stones start here and continue under the tree here. If you can see them, just one right after another. Just markers. Nothing, no other way. There's a lot of stones all around the base of this tree here. The last two stones in this row belong to, I'm not sure who that is. And then a little one here, so might be, alright, on to the next row. Alright, it looks like a good portion of the next remaining rows are going to have a lot of just stone markers without anything on them. But we'll go still row by row. This next row has the big tree in the middle with a lot of broken bases. Let's see what we can find out. I'm gonna say that this row starts with this stone right here. Another stone follows it. Then we've got this poor stone here that's been broken to bits. Wow. In its day, I'm sure it was just gorgeous. Look how deep this ridge is on it. That is awesome. A wreath, I believe. Alright, now at the base of the tree, as I stated, I mean, just look at all these scattered bases and markers and stones. Dog won't shut up, but that's what happens when there's another stone. When we're next to civilization, I guess. Alright, now I believe this right here is just a footstone for stone in front of it. And then we have this rock. So let's move on to the row behind the tree now. Okay, the next row here starts off with just a stone. Well, a couple of stones. A large gap. Up to some actual stones here. First stone we can read is Henry H. Samuels. Stone marker. Followed by Elizabeth Samuels. Just a stone. Then we've got this unfortunate happening here. A poor broken stone. Jane, I believe, but I can't see the last name. Samuels, I believe. And then the last stone here in this row, right behind the tree as well, is another Samuel stone. I just can't make out who it's for. In memory of, William Samuels. Okay. Alright, let's move on to the next row. Alright, this row starts off with Urban Lasher and Viola Van Winkle, wife of H.E. Lasher. Next couple are just stones as previous. Must be just too old. So we got a stone. There's a couple more over here, but since they're not super visible right now, after we hit here, I'm gonna just do a real quick pan to show the remainder of the cemetery, and then hit the ones that have markings. This is the back half of the cemetery here. As you can see, there's a lot of littler stones and a lot of other stones over there. I'll explore, see what I can, but I'm going to dot around now to just stones that have markings. I'm going to do a quick sweep here of these stones that are all together. Now I'm just going to jump to that larger stone there and finish up with the stones that have markings. Alright, over here we got a couple of more stones with this veteran stone that's standing. Unfortunately, I can't read this poor veteran stone, but you can see the shield on the inside. Um, I am not certain. Alright, so now we're going to move back over to this large stone here. Alright, the first stone here, this is a Peter and Sarah adders. Then we've got this stone. I believe some of these are facing the opposite way, so let me turn her over here. Oh yeah, Grandmother Margaret Albin. Cool. Now beside Margaret, we've got George Albin, Civil War veteran. Wow, thank you for your service. Now we're going to have to do another flip around over here. Next couple stones we have is Nancy McKim. And William McKim. Check it out. Alright, there's one more facing out this way, and then the rest are facing the other direction. I think the next one's right up here. Happens to be another veteran stone here. Looks like George Albin. And we're going to wrap up the remainder of this cemetery facing up the hill now. Okay, the first stone here is a Herbert Albin, followed by a large family stone for the Albins, Ida Mae, Benjamin, and Rachel. The next stone here belongs to Rosanna M. Albin. W. William Clyde Albin. Dogs do not like me. Katie Albin. Flossie Albin. And then we've got infant Jesse Albin. The last erect stone is right over here. Let's check it out. It also has this stone here, so it could be, but it looks like this is an adder's mother and father. On this side we've got James Adder and Julia Adders. Alright, now I stated before, there are some stones over here in the brush. Let me walk over here and see if we can get them. Just a couple that I've noticed. Aside from the two there, they're right up here. Alright, as you can see here, we've got this base and a couple other stones. That might be the top of one. I'm not sure, but I don't want to get too deep into the woods. Yeah. Alright, that was it. I'm going to step back over to this adder's stone, do my last pan, and we'll sign out. Alright, we start here with this the adder's family stone. And we go up the hill. We run across the big old tree, and it goes all the way over to here. But that's it, folks. Alright. It's a little crooked now, but that was it, folks, for here at Lasher Cemetery in Perry County, Indiana. Hope you enjoyed this visit as much as I did. It's a cool little cemetery. I love that giant tree there in the middle. Sad that it's broken as it is, but big trees like that, they typically tend to split up, so that sucks. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.